Guys, how are you? I just got out of the snow, wiped my car off. It was kind of powdery today, so that was good. Light powdery snow. So I did that. I just came in and I was thinking about imposter syndrome, which a lot of people that have dealt with CPTSD and narcissistic abuse may not know about imposter syndrome, but may have it. And I definitely have symptoms of that for sure. And basically, it's gonna be a short video, but I'm gonna give you the name of it and a hashtag, and you can look it up on YouTube or any kind of social media that you like. But it basically states that, excuse my camera, I'm sorry. I'm not the greatest camera person, but it says the persistent inability, imposter syndrome, the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills. And that is the truth about imposter syndrome. It is the weirdest thing to deal with because you know that you're capable of doing these things, of what, say, a job or something that you want to set out to do or are actually doing, and you feel like an imposter, like you're a fraud. Like even if you have stuff proving that you've accomplished these things, you still feel like you're full of crap and that somehow you're going to be found out because growing up, nobody believed you, or if you had hopes, it was you have illusions of grandeur, or, oh, who do you think you are? Something like to that effect. And then you grow up and you become either like a pathological codependent person, or you start getting like a narcissistic type personality, or even a disorder. And people like us that have imposter syndrome, it makes it easy for toxic people and narcissistic people to then weaponize that. And then you're like, okay, because the narcissist, they don't have imposter syndrome. It's like the opposite. Like times they're bullshitting or saying they did this or made this or it was their idea when it wasn't. I mean, if anything, they'll copy other people's stuff and not say anything. So it's like this. Yeah, it's a wild thing. So if you have imposter syndrome and you never feel good enough, no matter how much you know, that's part of it, and it is very burdensome. So there's a lot of videos. I'm not a therapist. There's a lot of videos that explain it really well, and that, if you feel like taking the time out to research it, please do, because it can be very debilitating. Because when you know that you're good at something and you still get nervous and anxious that you're not, that can affect your entire trajectory. So if you feel like you're never good enough, and we're in a society that moms I talk to, young moms, they never feel like they're good enough. It's a society that a lot of us are getting imposter syndrome, and everybody's groping and trying to be the next influencer. That it's a thing. So it's imposter syndrome. I'm going to write it on my little thing here. And please look it up if you have CPTSD or have suffered with narcissistic abuse or toxic abuse. I mean, what I'm talking about, they don't have to have a diagnosis and a piece of paper. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck after years and years, then there's something to it. And you have to start trusting your instincts once you start learning about yourself and your issues. So God bless. Have a really good weekend and learn about imposter syndrome. Take care. Bye.